All right. I am on the street today interviewing people, and I am going to ask people if they've ever tried my soap or not yet. And I'm going to ask this young lady right here. Oh, here comes somebody. Say, ma'am, excuse me.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi. How are
hi.
you today?
Good. Hey, say, listen, have you ever heard of Chiquito Soap of Hope?
I have. I've heard of your soap online.
Dang, that's in a lot of people's hands. If you can walk up to one person and that happens, wow, that means we're doing something right. Okay, well, let me ask, can you tell me about your experience with the soap? I mean, if how would you describe the soap to to someone?
Well, first of all, I'd like to know a little bit more about the man behind the soap. The soap maker himself. Is that you, sir?
Yeah, I guess it would be. I Wow.
Tell me your story, sir. How did you start making the soap?
Oh, oh, you really want to know?
I really do.
You got like a minute. Are you serious?
Yep, I'm really serious. I really want to know.
I don't
And
even.
what makes your soap so different from other soaps?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's like the one. It's like all of a sudden I'm not getting an answer. It's like my brain is like so overwhelmed right now with data. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know where I begin. You know, but I will tell you that uh, many years ago, I was put on Social Security disability, and
I understand.
yeah, and I told God, I said, God, I got to get off of disability. I don't want to be on disability. I really don't. I don't even know what it is, but I don't like the sounds
Who
of it.
does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to be on disability. But if you put me on it, I'm going to get off it before you even get me on it. And then what?
So you feel that God spoke to you?
Well, through the doctors, like, they're like, how in the hell have you made it out here as long as you have?
So this is a miracle soap.
Hey, I guess that's a one way to put it, And I told God, I said, God, well, what happened, Sandy? I got on disability, and I never asked. I never asked to be put on it. It just happened. I was really in bad shape. I had a mental breakdown. The love of my life walked out on me, you know. And
oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey, you know what? It's made me who I am today. I'm just like 10 times stronger. And 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 it took me like 20 years to finally get that strength, where I was able to just walk away and just be like, have my own little funeral, It was like a 20-year grieving period, and I think it took until she got remarried, was the point where it was kind of like, it was hard on me, but, but it's like, I but I'm stronger now from it. You know what I mean? I really am. I really am.
So, in a way, the soap was your salvation. It was the one thing that kept you going.
Oh my God! Exactly.
All those hard times.
Exactly. It's like I first started. See, like what happened. I don't know. Am I answering the question? Oh yeah. So I got on disability, and And all I know is that I kept trying to come up with ways, like, what could I do to get off disability while still being on it? Yeah, you know, because once I got on it, it's like a big part of me died. I mean, honest to God, like a big part of me died when I got on disability, because I was working hard, and it's just life caught up to me. And when it did, it it, it was a humbling moment, you know. And
Yes,
where I'm going with
I
all this,
understand.
I think I was getting back to the soap. Anyway, so I'm asking God, can you give me a gimmick? Can you give me a product? Can you give me something that will be like the most incredible product in the world, that everyone will have to have one, and it'll be something that they have to use each and every day. It'll be right in front of their face. It'll be in their hand. And
But
whatever it is,
what actually gave you the idea of coming up with soap
well,
as a product?
I asked him, I said, God, can you give me a gimmick or a product that I could put in the hands of everybody in the world, and it would be the most amazing thing? It would make people more desirable. It would make people come to appreciate you, God. And at the same time, it would make money. And all I want, God, my cut in the whole thing, I'd like to just be able to get off a disability and live comfortably, you know?
Like
And
millions other people, yeah, that are going through the same thing.
yep. And
Yeah.
I wanted to find something that I love to do, because I can't stand like I used to stand. I can't sit like I used to sit unless I'm in my Subaru. um, but I was going to say, so I'm like, God, can you give me a product? Something that I can make the world a better place with, in your name. And clear as day, this voice cried out to me and said, Chucky, you're going to learn how to make soap.
Wow, so it came from God.
Yeah, yep.
The answer came from God.
Yep. And then after years of doing it, not really getting anywhere like I thought I should be getting it in the first few years, oh shit, what was I saying, Sandy?
Well, you were just talking about in the first few years. I think you were going back to where in the first few years, when you first started with the soap and how you were doing.
Yeah, it's like I felt like it wasn't going anywhere like I wanted it.
That it wasn't going anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. And doggone it, I was going someplace with this, and I know it'll come back to me.
Well, what I think is so interesting about all this too, Chuck, in your story, is that now this was way before we even knew anything about the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody's washing their hands, and soap is really important.
And I've been telling everybody.
Not that it wasn't important before, but it's more important now than it's ever been. And
yep.
That's just amazing that you knew that even before.
Well,
you knew this coronavirus was going to be coming out. So it had to be God appointed. God was the one who gave you the idea.
I fully believe. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. There was a point where it came to where I was like, okay, God, can you please give me an answer on this? Because is this what I'm really supposed to be doing, making soap, or am I just crazy? Can you give me some kind of a clue or a hint.
Some kind of a sign or
Some kind of a sign. So I was going through the Jewish Zohar, which is basically the 5 books of Moses wrapped up in one book, and all of a sudden I see this thing. It says Chuck, and then this other page in between says Bar, and then the next page said Kedoshim, and I put it together and it says Chuck Kedoshim, and there's a bar in between it, and all 3 chapters have to do with cleanliness and purity.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I can show it to anybody, and you can't deny that. I mean, somebody might be like, yeah, you can read in anything, but the thing is that I was asking, and I was asking for a sign, and when that sign came back, and it said cleanliness and purity, and it's like it represented everything that represents my soap.
But Chuck, tell me, with all the soaps that we can use out there now, and there are a lot of soaps out there in the market, what is so special about your soap? What makes your soap better? Why should we buy your soap over anybody else's soap?
Truth be told,
yes,
it's the world's greatest lie. It's ordained, made kosher by a high Jewish priest, or a self-proclaimed high Jewish priest. So
it's more of a spiritual.
Yeah.
Soap.
Yep. And
where all the other soaps are made by large corporations, this is made by one of the people, a regular Joe, an average person,
you know, and that's
Social Security.
Sandy, and that's the beautiful thing about it. If I could get every school, if I could get every school, hang on, I'm not done yet. If I could get every school, hang on, still not done. If I could get every school to start making soap, and their homework assignment would be to get it to their local market, now jobs are being created, and parents and their kids can make the soap together and be profitable. And you see what I'm saying? Because right now there's a lot of people that have nothing. But if big corporations can supply what's needed to make the soap, parents and their kids could start making it left and right like crazy. And so the beautiful thing is,
want to teach people how to make your soap.
Sandy, not only that, but here's the thing. Parents must be present when they're doing this homework assignment with their kids that will be funded by the government or something. I don't know yet. But what I'm saying is that a parent must be in attendance at all times when the soap is being made, which means that now you're being forced to spend time with your kids to do something productive and that you will prosper from.
Yes, and I think that,
sorry, I got kind of carried away there. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's all right. I'm glad to see how enthusiastic you are about it. It shows that you really love what you're doing and you really believe in your product. I think that's great.
Thanks, Andy.
I think that this could probably be something that could benefit the homeless, that could benefit a lot of people too. What will be the price on your soap? How much will you be selling your soap for? Or will you be giving it away? Or how are you going to be distributing your soap?
Like right now, I have it in a store in Rochester. And it reads, "Give what you can. If you have nothing, it's my gift to you. And I tell the people working behind the counter, I told all the people, I said, listen, if someone comes in and you feel like they're not having a good day, just go ahead and give them one of these stones of hope and tell them it's a gift from you. And hopefully that person will have a better day.
Sounds great, Chuck. I just want to thank you. And folks, I just want to introduce you to the new Soap King. Here he is. Going. Yay.
Well,
Thank
that's
you so
crazy
much,
how that
Chuck.
happened.
It's a beautiful thing that you're doing.
Thanks, Andy.
And I think the people all around the world will appreciate your soap, and especially knowing that it is made by an average person, somebody on Social Security, somebody that obviously loves the Lord and wants to get that spiritual message out to people through his soap. And
I'm hoping that this...
And it's affordable. I think it's going to be a really good product, and God bless you. And
Hey, Sandy, can I say something else too?
yes.
Okay, you got time for you got another second?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Cool,
We have
thanks.
another second.
Thanks, Sandy. No, I was just gonna say, you know,
Chuck, the man of the people, the Soap King.
you know, ideally, you know, I'm just praying to God that this will get me off of disability and I'll be able to, from this, what I'm hoping will happen is that it will create jobs and opportunities for people all throughout the world in every zip code. There's no reason why it couldn't happen, because once the armor of Yah gets...
So you want to be an inspiration for other people.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sandy, this is some incredible...
This could happen to Chuck.
Sandy, I got it. You want to know what this soap kills germs that spread incarceration.
Wow. If this could happen to a man of the people, somebody on Social Security that started with nothing, that had nothing, but a love for God and a love for soap and the world, and wanted to help the world, and well, then so be it.
Sandy, you know, this is really cool. I'm sorry I wasn't able to personally come up there and interview with you, but thank you for interviewing me online like this. This is really fun. I really appreciate it. Thanks for making me feel loved and special.
Oh, no problem, Chuck. It was so nice meeting you. God bless you, and I may your soap clean the world, especially clean the world.
Thanks, Sandy.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.